I'd like to introduce Mr. Jason Jones, the building principal here at Springdale High School. Thank you.
Thank you, Wayne. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? It's great to see the sunshine out. I just want to say thank you for being here to celebrate. I'll echo what Wayne said. It's a great opportunity for our kids. Irwin family, I want to thank you for your generosity. Without you, it wouldn't be possible. I also want to thank Dr. Cleveland and his team, Jeremy White, especially the school board. Their commitment to excellence and everything that we do is an example that we're sitting at today. Their commitment to our kids to make sure our kids had the best facilities possible in partnership with your family is very much appreciated. From the bottom of my heart and speaking for all of Springdale High School, we appreciate you guys, so thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Mr. Stevens, the band director here at Springdale High School. If you guys want to go ahead and stand, we have the SHS Trumpet Quartet over to your right that is going to perform the Star Spangled Banner. The members are in no particular order over there. Zachary Moran, Maria Bonilla, Beliva Pedro, and Kaylee Bale. So here we are.
I'm Coach Trudi Spencer. I've been part of this district since 2012, and during that time I've had many opportunities to open up new schools at Sonora and Lakeside and been part of building that tradition. But the most exciting facility to see brought for me has been this softball and baseball complex. It's something that our kids really needed. We were spending about an hour when I first took over in transportation, driving back and forth between JV Hunt. So to have the kids on campus has helped them be able to be done earlier and get back to their academics, but also to have a place of their own. And then we've got our locker rooms that are in the process of being finished. So that's been really exciting. I'd like to thank the school district at Springdale, Dr. Rollins and Dr. Cleveland, board members, and district administrations for having the foresight and know how important facilities are for our athletics, but also all of our students. They also continue to have the impact on our future facilities, and so I really appreciate how much they think about those things way ahead of time. I'm grateful to be in this district with leadership that sees how important facilities are for our students. I'd like to thank Dr. Cleveland for helping see this project through. I sat in meetings with him, and he just really wants what's best for our kids, and I have grown to respect him a lot over the last several years. And I know that this new facility has allowed our student athletes to gain a sense of pride, and it's been huge for us to be here. I also want to thank Coach Stellick and Ms. Barker, Jana and Christy for helping us move dirt. That's something we always talk about, is we always got to be moving dirt, and they've really helped us move this along. I'd like to thank Kevin Conkin. He's come up on the weekends and laid sod last August, just so that we could be out here to practice. And then David Qualls, he got called up in the 8th inning of October last year to help us finish up this facility so we could have played before we had to lock down. So I also want to thank James, Greg, Eddie, and Kobe. They go out in the cold and do things that some of us don't really want to do, but they make sure that we're able to play. And there's so many other maintenance people who have helped us get these facilities going, especially after the snow and ice. So that's been really good. This new home has already made a huge impact to our student athletes, staff, and school. It's because of the vision and leadership of our districts that we're able to have this and help improve our community. And with that being said, thank you for all the help to help us be the best. And we also couldn't do this without the Irwin family, who has spent not only time helping us improve these facilities, but also other facilities within the district. So we want you to welcome you to our beautiful home, and go Dogs.
Hi everyone, my name is Samantha Lopez. I haven't been here very long, but last year I know that I played a good 2 times in JV Hunt, but after that I had actually noticed how much work Coach Spencer puts into the field and the program. Last year I got here, she provided me with everything that she knew that I needed, and she has helped me more, and I've gained more knowledge of the game thanks to her. I just wanted to, we all wanted to thank her for spending a lot of time with us and helping us in like everything we need. I know that Coach Spencer, since I know her, she always tells us how she wakes up every morning to come check the field, but to me it feels like she checks it every 5 seconds. Yeah, but she really does good at keeping our field together. And we as a team, we don't ever mind helping her keep the field clean and everything, because we know that everything she does, she's doing it for us and to help us be successful later in life. And we also want to take the time to thank Coach McKellops and Coach Ballard, because they also take a lot of time and dedication with us to help us be better and help us grow as a team together. And I also just wanted to add how I've never felt so welcome as much as I feel here. And I remember how last year when we first started practicing here on this field, everyone had like very happy faces. And I just wanted to say that we're thankful for everything you guys do for us. Go Bulldogs!
Hi, my name is Erica Jones, and I'm a 2011 graduate of Springdale High School. So as someone that is an alumni of Springdale and spent 4 years in the softball program here, it brings me a lot of joy to see these kids get this great facility here on campus. So my experience here at Springdale and in softball is a huge part of why I chose to become a teacher and a coach. And so I just want to say thank you to Springdale for investing in these kids and investing in these sports, because the lessons that you learn from softball and from baseball and from sports in general go far beyond the field. They go far beyond high school, and they take you through the rest of your life. And I think that's really important. So I just think it's really great that Springdale is investing in these kids, investing in these programs, and giving them these great facilities to call home. So congrats on your facilities, and just take pride in it because this is really great. So, good job, Springdale.
I'm Coach Milum. I'm the baseball coach. I got here kind of late to the party. This thing was already being built, but I'm just as happy, if not more than anybody else, to be here. I can promise you that. I want to thank everybody for being here today. Thanks to Dr. Rollins, Dr. Cleveland, board members, and district administration for maneuvering these most unique times in an effort to provide us with this wonderful facility. A special thank you to the Irwin family for your contribution and your passion to positively impact young people's lives, as I believe we will do through this facility. There is no place like home, and we are so thankful to call this one ours. So thank you very much. Mr. Cooper Combs, senior for us, 4-year member of SHS Baseball.
Hello, my name is Cooper Combs. I'm the captain of the Springdale High School varsity baseball team. I've been a part of this team since I was a freshman and have made some of the greatest memories of my life with these boys. I want to say thank you for all coming out today and celebrate our new facilities. Our team really appreciates Springdale High School, the district, the Irwin family for all their support. This field is not just for us, it's all for the future SHS baseball players and families. This field really meant a lot for us seniors and have such a nice field and new locker rooms coming in this year. Also, big thanks to the SHS baseball coaches and booster club, Matt Bowers, Pam Davis, Stephen Horsey, John Davis, Millie Peters, Michael Milum, Ryan McDonald, and Jodell Williams. They have promoted the skating field for many years and made this all possible. And last but not least, thank you for all the fans for cheering us on win or lose. The SHS baseball team wants to thank you all for your support. Thanks again for coming out and celebrating this day. Go Dogs.
I'm Jared Cleveland. I'm the superintendent, and I've been able to work in our district for the last 8 years to help develop facilities and be prepared for this particular day. This day was a long time coming. When we first started talking about baseball, softball, track, and other facilities in Springdale, especially for the Bulldogs, we understood that there were places that we just couldn't build facilities, we were told. And we're standing today on what I would call a small miracle, because we were told it couldn't be built, and yet it's here. The track, same thing. But we've done all of these things not only with a great school board, but we've done it with partners like your family. So we want to thank you expressly. I didn't get to meet your parents, but knowing you now, meeting you, and having had some history with, especially James, they've raised some wonderful. And you providing an opportunity, it looks like you have little ones coming up that are pretty special too. It's just amazing to have family legacy. So when I think back about what a family legacy actually is, I'm sure it started with your parents, and even before. But I just wrote a few things down about family legacy, and I'll be brief. A family legacy is accomplishments, beliefs, actions, and guidance that you demonstrate in your lives, that you carry forward to future generations in a fashion which allow those family members to adopt and to adapt them to make their lives meaningful and faithful. Mr. and Miss James Irwin, I'm sure, created not only a family legacy for their children, but today, and their grandchildren, today, they're impacting the children that you see behind you today. And they're impacting the board members and the administrators and the teachers that you see because of their generosity over time. What a great lesson they provided all of us. And what a great lesson you're providing today. So I want to thank you, Jim, Clark, Paula, for your generosity of your time and of your resources. You've enriched the lives of all the people that you see here. There are some thank yous in the district that I'd like to begin with. Many of speakers before, and God, I got to tell you, I love listening to Coach Milum speak. He makes me feel like I'm not so Southern. So thanks, Coach. I appreciate that. But we have a wonderful president, Miss Cook, Miss Michelle Cook. She's going to speak to you in just a moment. We have a vice president, Randy Hudson, who's always everywhere. Through no fault of his own, he wasn't able to be here today. Our secretary, Mr. Nick Emerson, in the back. We have our past president, Mr. Kevin Owenby. We have members Debbie Creek, Eddie Ramos, and Clinton Bell. Let's give them a round of applause. Truly, if it wasn't for them having the trust and the foresight and bringing along partners like you to help in these endeavors, this district would definitely not be what it is today, regardless of who the superintendent is. So they're a remarkable bunch. We have our administrative team, Mr. Kelly Hayes, who's the deputy superintendent, is in the back. Dr. Marcia Smith, who's our associate superintendent. Two assistants, Shannon Tisher and Melissa Fink. We have our attorney, Kendra Clay, who helps us all. And finally, we have Mr. Damon Donnell, who's our student services coordinator. We appreciate them. I have to thank Coach Stellick. Coach Stellick, he's a quirky small bald man, right, as he says. But let me tell you, he works hard. And he does it for the student athletes and for all of this community. Although he may not live in our district just yet, he lives just outside. We're going to get him a transplant here at some point. But he's done remarkable work, and along with Coach Barker. Where is she? She's in the back. She's probably the brains of the bunch. So we really appreciate Coach Barker. Some other people who have really expressed a lot of appreciation for this field and his opportunity at building facilities is Jeremy White. He leads the support services, our support services team, along with Assistant Director Kevin Conkin. And Trudy's right. Kevin was out here. I think he likes to play on backhoes and bulldozers and things like that because he would be here on the weekends all the time just working and slaving away. So Dave Qualls, Brian Burkett, Mr. James Wilson, who was out here up until the last minute. Some people that are behind the scenes that do some great work. Trent Jones, director of our communications team. Stephen Lightfoot, who provides the sound and all of the equipment. And we have Seth Piazza in the back, who's live streaming today. So thank you to these gentlemen. Baldwin Shell, we talk about partnerships. Patrick Tenney's here. I don't know where he is, but Patrick Tenney is the principal of Baldwin Shell who's helped us build these facilities. He takes pride in his work. If there's a mistake anywhere, he takes care of it. So, Patrick, you're a remarkable gentleman, and certainly a great partner. And our architect, Brad Chilcote with WD&D. These people have all invested tremendous amounts of time, energy, and resources as well, and they are to be thanked because we wouldn't be here today. We're sorry about our progress, as you see behind you. There's a little mud and a little dirt. We're almost finished. We had hoped that it would be done by today, but we've had some impactful weather. Thank you for allowing me to speak to you today. You've been very attentive, and I hope I didn't go too long. I would like to introduce our president, Ms. Michelle Cook. She's going to introduce Mr. Ms. Cook.
I graduated from Springdale in 1990, so over 30 years ago. Even then, we were dreaming of this day coming and that we would have baseball, softball, track on campus. But it seemed like a pipe dream then. If there's one thing I've learned in Springdale over the last, I won't say how many years, but I've lived here my entire life, is that the city of Springdale and the people that live here often step up to help us complete any dream that we think of. And the Irwin family is just that. When they heard of our need, they stepped in and said, how can we help? And I just want to thank you from the school board, from the school district, from these many students behind you, and from the generations to come. Thank you for stepping in where we needed. Thank you for coming alongside and helping us. And thank you for fulfilling dreams that we all didn't think could happen. We just thank you from the bottom of our heart and hope that you get to see a little bit today of how you helped that dream come true. And with that, I'd like to ask Mr. Jim Irwin to come up and speak for the family.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say thanks to the school administrators and everybody for recognizing our parents as being supporters of the school, along with many other supporters in Springdale. Springdale has many, many supporters and followers of the school district. Our parents were teachers in Prairie Grove and Lincoln, and they fully understand what it is to be teachers and work with the school district to make things happen for the community. They know what good schools do in providing opportunities for kids and careers for them in the future. So they are very much involved and have been involved for a long time with the Springdale School District. My parents moved to Springdale in 1960 when my dad took a job at Tyson. And my mother came up here and taught school at Westwood Elementary School. And so they got started and involved with the community and what was happening here. And then I started the 4th grade in 1960. Clark was 3rd grade, and Paula, you were kindergarten, right? And so we all graduated from Springdale. We got really involved in the athletic program here. My parents missed very few athletic events during the time we were there. Paula was a cheerleader through junior high and high school. Clark and I played football, basketball, and ran track, and then we played baseball in the summer. It was not a part of the school program at that time. So we were heavily involved with athletics, and it is a real honor for us to be a part of this and see you all recognize our parents as making a contribution to the Springdale School District. Thank you very much.
We can get Miss Paula to go with Coach Spencer. We're going for that ceremonial first pitch over here on the softball field. From here it's kind of impromptu, so ease over to the fence, and then we'll do Clark and baseball.